Proof of work, POW, is an essential concept in the functioning of cryptocurrencies, being the original Bitcoin consensus protocol. POW is what allows decentralization and network security, preventing attacks and ensuring the integrity of transactions. To understand POW, one must first understand the problem it solves. In a decentralized cryptocurrency network, anyone can join and leave freely. This creates a problem known as the Byzantine generals problem. Imagine a Byzantine army surrounding a city. The generals must decide whether to attack or withdraw, but the only way they can communicate is through messengers. Some generals can be traitors and try to confuse others. How can they reach a consensus, even with the presence of traitors? POW solves this problem by making adding new blocks to the blockchain difficult and expensive. This is done through a process called mining, which involves solving complex mathematical problems. The first miner to solve the problem can add the new block to the blockchain and is rewarded with cryptocurrency. This makes the network attack very expensive as it requires a large amount of computing power. Bitcoin's POW algorithm is called SHA-256. It produces a hash, which is a string of numbers and letters. The goal of miners is to find a hash that is less than a certain target number. The smaller the target number, the more difficult it is to find a suitable hash, and the more computational power is required. This means that the mining difficulty can be adjusted by changing the target number. POW has some drawbacks. One is energy consumption. Bitcoin mining is notoriously energy-intensive, with the total energy consumption of the Bitcoin network often compared to that of entire countries. This raises significant environmental concerns. Another disadvantage is the risk of centralization. While Bitcoin is theoretically decentralized, the reality is that mining is dominated by a small number of large mining operations. This is because mining is more efficient on a large scale, which can lead to centralization of mining power. Several alternatives to POW have been proposed to solve these problems. One of these is proof of stake, POS, which determines the right to create a new block based on the amount of cryptocurrency a user owns, rather than computing power. Others include proof of capacity, which uses storage space, and proof of elapsed time, which uses a fair time mechanism. In summary, proof of work is a crucial mechanism enabling the security and decentralization of cryptocurrency networks. It solves the problem of Byzantine generals, allowing users to reach consensus in a network where trust is scarce. However, it also presents significant challenges, including high power consumption and the risk of centralization. Hence, many cryptocurrencies are exploring alternatives to POW.